All right, sixth graders, this is to help you with question 2 on CR 14. It says, what fraction would come next in the pattern shown below? All right, there's a few ways to look at this problem. First, I could look individually at each numerator. I could say, okay, how do I get from 1 to 2? Oh, I add 1. How do I get from 2 to 3? I add 1. How do I get from 3 to 4? I add 1. How do I get from 4 to 5? I add 1. And this is only working because the same repeated process is happening over and over. Let's hope the same process happens at the bottom. How do I get from 2 to 4? I add 2. How do I get from 4 to 6? I add 2. How do I get from 6 to 8? I add 2. How do I get from 8 to 10? I add 2. So how will I get to the next number in the pattern? 5 plus 1 is 6. 10 plus 2 is 12. So it's 6/12. But now let me just show you something. If you have 1/2, that's actually the same as 2/4. 1/2 is totally the same as 2/4. How can I get from 2 to 4? Times 2. I'm going to multiply the denominator by 2. What do I need to do to the numerator? Oh, multiply it by 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Those are actually the same fraction. If I have a circle and I shade in half of that circle, I tried to draw the same circle. They're not beautiful. And I took the same circle and now I cut it into fourths and shaded 2 of those 4 pieces. I've still, if this is like a pie, I've eaten half of the pie, and here, 2 out of 4 pieces, I've eaten half of the pie. All of these fractions are truly equivalent to 1/2 in simplest form. So if we take 6/12 and I write that in simplest form, 6 out of 12 pieces, well, let's look here. What can I divide numerator and denominator by? 6 divided by 6, 12 divided by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1, 12 divided by 6 is 2. If I eat 6 out of 12 pieces of a pie, I've actually eaten 1/2 of the pie. All right, a couple ways to look at that. I hope that helps.